If they lie about you, lie about them. Hey, it's Prince of Queens, and I came up with a new internet arguing tactic, which is super fun, which is that when somebody lies about you, you should just immediately start lying about them in return. It's hilarious. Now, I am drastically against lying, and I mean vehemently against lying, probably especially on the internet, because it can get around so quickly. I have been lied about so many times by fourth wave intersectional feminist social justice warriors that I couldn't even count them or remember them all. And it's horrible to be lied about, but that's why this tactic works so well. You see, it's gotten to the point where these people don't even really try anymore. The second you disagree with them, or even show signs that you might disagree with them, or even just, as an example that happened to me just today, I asked some guy who was calling Milo Yiannopoulos a Nazi whether or not he had ever listened to Milo speak before, and the guy called me a Nazi too immediately after that. These people have gone completely off the rails, and it's rather pathetic to imagine what the world must look like from their perception. It's kind of sad, really. They act like they are living in a personal hell of paranoia that is their own creation, based on their inability to emphasize with people who might disagree with them about some things. Or they can't understand that some people simply have different data that help them form their opinions. Regardless, these people are completely wacky, and the second you show signs that you aren't one of them, they'll call you every form of evil imaginable. Fascist, Nazi, racist, misogynist, transphobic, whatever is convenient. But here's how you can combat it. Deep down, these people have to know that they are lying. People keep saying that these people legitimately believe that the USA has been taken over by a fascistic regime, and also that the citizens are complacent in it. But I don't think that that's really true. I don't think that that's really what they believe. I think that they are just being stubborn and don't want to feel guilty about being Democrats or just politically uninformed. And they want to feel like they resisted something. I think that these people know that they are lying when they say crazy stuff on the internet. And I even think that most of the Antifa type people who are committing violence are doing it simply because they get off on it. It's a thrill to them. These people are nothing new. They already thought that the USA was a white supremacist genocidal nation, and they've been smashing shit in cities like Seattle, Oakland, and Portland for ages whenever they can get enough people together. And most of them don't actually even follow politics anyway. They proudly don't vote and proudly don't ingest media. That said, when they label you with some sort of hyperbolic form of evilness, what I think they are really doing subconsciously is throwing out an absurd lie to derail the discussion, because they know that they have lost and they are now being sore losers. They know that you probably know more than them about politics and socio-political issues, and calling you a fascist is kind of like throwing a smoke bomb on the ground for them, so they can run away from the conversation, as you will be forced to deal with the absurdity of the claim. That said, I figured out a way to stop them dead in their tracks, and it's worked like a charm both times I did it. Yesterday, a guy tried to derail a legitimate discussion I was having on a friend's Facebook timeline by saying he looked at my timeline and saw that I clearly hate women, presumably because I criticized a feminist or two. I was almost tempted to try to refute it, but then I realized, why should I defend myself rationally to a person who is not treating me with the same respect? So instead, I just wrote, "It is not acceptable to send me threats. If you send me another threat, I will be calling the cops." I wrote this publicly for everybody to see. And so of course the guy was like, "What are you talking about? I didn't send you threats." So I continued. "This guy is homophobic. He thinks I hate women because I'm gay or some nonsense, and he sent me a private message saying that he was gonna gay bash me. This is unacceptable, and unless he apologizes, I will be calling the cops and classifying it as a hate crime." You can imagine how he reacted. He wasn't thrilled. I went on to do the same type of thing to another guy today, and in both instances, they cooled their jets once they realized that they might potentially get in trouble with somebody. And then, of course, I admitted that I was totally just lying, but I made my point. You see, if somebody has been conditioned to believe that it's acceptable to lie about people they don't agree with and say absurd things about them like that they are Nazis, you can say absurd things like that they threaten to gay bash you and that they threaten to shoot you. You can even find a way to doctor a screen capture to add insult to injury. Give these people a taste of their own medicine. Just go ahead and lie about them. And once you've given them a good scare, come clean and admit that you did it. Tell them, that's why you don't lie about people on the internet, you goddamn idiot. Because people can lie about you too, and if you went around calling normal Americans Nazis, nobody will believe you when you have been accused of sending threats and you say that you didn't do it, because it would sound like something that you would do. If people think that you go around the internet calling people Nazis, then they can easily believe you go around the internet sending threats. And eventually, you might just get your ass whooped if the wrong person thinks you sent a threat. So stop lying about people and hope nobody lies about you. Capiche? That's all I have for today. Drop me a comment. Help me out on Patreon if you think I seem cool. Hit the bell button next to the subscribe button so you don't get unsubscribed, and stay tuned.